Oh, good morning. Another beautiful day. I'm just finishing my walk today. I've just been walking for about an hour so far. I got up really early, caught the sunrise, which was just spectacular. And I just wanted to just spend a couple of minutes, maybe just passing on another bit of advice if it helps anyone. Regarding living with cancer. Okay. I was thinking, I never really sort of planned anything I'm going to talk about, but I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about mindfulness because it's something that I've practiced for a long time and certainly has health benefits. There's no doubt about that. It has health benefits on your body as well as your mind. The thing with mindfulness is that it's always a win-win. It's trying to get out of your head of cancer. You've got to just, even for a few minutes a day, leave cancer alone, leave it behind. Try and avoid living in that cancer world for a moment, you know. And sometimes all it takes is just you can go and sit in the garden, you can go and you can go for a walk. You can read a book. You need to do something that basically distracts you from the word cancer, your thoughts, the future. The future doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a future. No such thing. And in the same token, there really is no such thing as the past anymore. That's all gone. So the only real time you got is the present moment. And the present moment is statistically where we're at our most happiest. In the present moment, human beings are at their most happiest when they're not thinking about the future or thinking about the past. Now, you can have nice thoughts about the past and possibly nice thoughts about the future, but the way we're wired, unfortunately, we tend to think about regrets more than the good stuff, and we tend to worry about the future in ways that we tend to worry about stuff that never even occurs. We just program that way as human beings. So we spend about 47% of our time, this is statistics, this is worrying about the past and the future. The rest of the time we don't spend enough time in the present moment where we're actually, at our best that we can be. So how do you get in the present moment? There's a number of ways. Like I say, just distraction from whatever. Just do something where you're focusing on it. Put your full attention on something. For me, walking does the trick nicely because I use all of my senses. So as I'm walking, the first stage of my mindfulness exercise will be just to feel my feet on the ground as I'm walking. Nice and slow, walking along. I can even count the steps for the first minute or so. That just grounds me, gets me into a nice feeling of being in the now, if you like. And then I can tune into what's going on around me. So once I've grounded myself, I've then got other senses I can use. So then I can switch on my hearing and just focus on the noise. So as I'm walking, all I'm doing is listening for sounds, especially in nature. And of course, the number one thing you got is birds. Birds will sing all the time. And they are a lovely, peaceful thing that you can tune into. They are absolutely amazing. Birds will, almost like they're personally singing to you as you're walking. Just a few minutes of that is enough to take cancer out of your life. Just a few minutes. It's not going to magically take it away for good, but what it does is it just gives you a break. The next thing, of course, you have to look where we're going. So the next thing is I'm going to tune in with my eyes and just focus on literally everything I see. I'm looking at the different colours. At this time of year, we're coming into the autumn, the fall, as they love to call it in America. I love that word, the fall. where everything changes. The colours are changing in the trees. I'm just looking around at the moment, starting to see the golden brown starting to appear in the... We've still got a lot of greenery around. We've had a lot of rain recently, so the drought is over. We had months of very, very little rainfall here in the southeast England. And now it's all gone green and lush. And there must be a million different types of green and brown and orange and gold, all free of charge, all ready to be looked at, and it's just waiting for someone to look at it. It costs you nothing except for a few minutes a day. You can even tune into the smell. If you've got the smell of the, especially if it's rain, you get that fresh smell of rain. It's a lovely kind of autumnal smell when it's just been raining. I don't think you can taste much, because I suppose you could taste the berries if you wanted to try some berries as you're walking, but probably not. That sense is probably one that you could perhaps leave for another time. But certainly when you walk, try and think about those 4 senses that you use without perhaps realising it. We tend to use them all in one go, and that's when our heads are all jumbled up. And it's normal, it's completely natural that as we walk, we feel, we look, we see, we hear, all those things are all natural. But when you separate them out and start focusing on individual aspects, that's when you become mindful. And you can sit down.
15 minutes 45 seconds per kilometer.
Sometimes the cancer in my back gets the better of me. I want to sit down. Then I can sit down and just spend a few minutes just looking around, just taking everything in, but one at a time. Think of one thing at a time, one sense at a time, and then you're truly being mindful. And you know what? It just gives you a break from this relentless cancer. That you know, if you're not got your head in a forum, or you're looking in somewhere that you're trying to find out more about it, or some people bury their heads in the sand, some people go crazy about cancer. We need a break from it. We just need some time out. And that's what after having it a year, this is one of the most important aspects of my life now, is to become mindful. I used to teach mindfulness before this happened, believe it or not. Used to teach people how to calm their anxious mind, funny enough. Used to run a course in the UK before COVID came along, so I do know kind of what I'm talking about. But now it's a personal experience with cancer that's kind of grown to the point where I understand it so deeply. I understand the benefits it brings to me. So maybe you could do that yourself. Maybe you could go out today and just go, I'm going to take notice what Woody said. I'm just going to go out for even 5 minutes and just use your senses for 5 minutes, one at a time, focusing on one sense in the moment. And you can extend that each time you go out. You can extend it. You can do it for a couple of minutes, then build it up. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's all good. It's all good, and it's all going to help your body as well as your mind. It has an amazing effect on what's going on inside your body. So until the next time, I'm at work now. I'm back at the ambulance station. I'm going to go out training my students today, and I'll speak to you again another time. But be mindful and try and give yourself a break from the cancer. Okay, take care now, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.